A Memoir of a Modern-Day Psychiatric Hospital. Zahid Zaman. Copyright. All rights reserved. 2013. Dynamic Inc. 09. First published in Great Britain. 2013. Copyright Zahid Zaman. 2013. Zahid Zaman asserts the right to be identified as the author in accordance with the Copyright Design and Patents Act 1988. All rights reserved. This book is sold and accepted or published under the conditions that no part is reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or any binding or any cover other than in which it is published without the express permission in writing of the publisher or author, and without a similar condition including this condition has been imposed. Bound and printed in the United States. A Memoir of a Modern-Day Psychiatric Hospital. Paul M. was an elderly gentleman, about 65 years old, who had spent about 40 years in a psychiatric hospital. Paul M. was 5'6" and a chronic schizophrenic. His hair was thick, scraggly grey hair, and a mouth that was impossible to stop or keep quiet. Every 5 seconds he would say constantly and all day long the following words: "Can I have a cigarette?" He would repeat the above sentence over and over again. If you gave in and gave him a cigarette, he would just smoke about half of it, throw the rest on the floor, and then be back repeating the same sentence over and over again. Paul M.'s mental illness was so severe that he couldn't bathe, shave or dress himself, and our job as support workers was to make him clean and presentable in case anyone came onto the ward. When I was on a morning shift, which was from 7 until 3 p.m, I would have just a few minutes before, inevitably, this severely ill man would be knocking on the office door after urinating himself and had been totally drenched in urine. This would happen more often when Teresa S. was on the night shift. I was sure she would get him up early and give him loads to drink, so by the time I came on he would be drenched and need bathing immediately. While bathing, Paul M. would come out with the stock phrases, which he would repeat again and again, like, "I'm going to punch you in the mouth," or "I'm going to smash you in the face." And the one he would repeat endlessly would be, "It would be fatal for God to eat fruit." These sayings, although random, seemed to have a rhythmical pattern behind them. Paul M., without knowing how much of what he actually meant and understood, could be described as racist, as when a black support worker was working he would say, "I feel sorry for you because you're a nigger." This didn't go down well with Teresa S.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?